Two moons hung low, shining a spooky silver light on the strange land. The larger moon, with its craters and scars, seemed to watch over the desert like a silent guardian. The smaller moon, slightly dimmer, added a softer glow, creating an ethereal atmosphere that felt both eerie and enchanting. The night was still, with only the faintest whisper of wind moving through the air. They lit up the never-ending red sand dunes. The dunes stretched out as far as the eye could see, their curves and ridges highlighted by the moonlight. Each grain of sand seemed to shimmer, creating a surreal landscape that looked like it belonged to another world. The red hue of the sand was striking, a stark contrast to the silver light from the moons. It was a sight that was both beautiful and haunting, a reminder of the desert's harsh yet captivating nature. Tall red cliffs shaped by strong winds over many years reached for the sky. These cliffs stood like ancient sentinels, their surfaces etched with the history of countless storms and winds. The rock formations were jagged and imposing, casting long shadows that danced in the moonlight. The silence of the desert was profound, broken only by the occasional rustle of sand shifting in the breeze. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, where the past and present merged into one. The thin, cold air smelled like ozone and something like metal. It was a sharp, almost electric scent that filled the lungs with each breath. The ground was hard and unforgiving, covered in rocks and sparse vegetation that struggled to survive in such a harsh environment. The cold was biting, a stark reminder of the desert's dual nature, scorching by day, freezing by night. Yet there was a purity to the air, a clarity that made every detail of the landscape stand out in sharp relief. It was a harsh but beautiful world, empty but somehow interesting. The desert's beauty lay in its starkness, in the way it stripped everything down to its essence. There were no distractions, no noise, just the raw, unfiltered majesty of nature. The landscape was a study in contrasts, with its vibrant red sands and the cool silver light of the moons. It was a place that demanded respect, that challenged those who dared to venture into its depths. Yet for all its harshness, there was a serenity to the desert, a sense of peace that was hard to find elsewhere. It felt like the air itself was whispering old secrets. The desert seemed alive with history, with stories of those who had come before and left their mark on the land. The wind carried these whispers, a soft, almost imperceptible murmur that spoke of ancient civilizations, of lost travelers and forgotten dreams. As the night deepened, the horizon glowed with a faint crimson light, adding to the sense of mystery and wonder. It was a place where the past and present coexisted, where every grain of sand held a story waiting to be told. A person stepped out from the shadow of a crater. The vast, desolate landscape of the moon stretched out before him, a silent witness to his solitary journey. The silence was profound, broken only by the faint hum of his suit's life support system. Each step he took was a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. It was an astronaut in a spacesuit, walking carefully onto the untouched sand. The lunar dust, fine and powdery, clung to his boots as he moved. He marveled at the stark beauty of the landscape, a place where no human had ever set foot before. The moon, with its barren plains and craggy mountains, was a world of contrast, both beautiful and forbidding. The suit, a really smart invention, shimmered in the moonlight. It was a marvel of modern engineering, designed to protect him from the harsh environment of space. The suit's reflective surface glinted under the sun's rays, a beacon of human presence in an otherwise lifeless world. It was more than just a suit. It was a lifeline, a shield against the vacuum of space. It looked very different from the wild, untouched world around it. The contrast was striking, a symbol of human achievement against the backdrop of an ancient, unchanging landscape. The moon had been there for billions of years, a silent observer of the cosmos, and now, for the first time, it was being explored by a creature from a distant planet. His name was John, and he was an explorer from a faraway planet. The name tag on his suit was a small personal touch, a reminder of his identity in the vastness of space. Through the visor of his helmet, he could see the reflection of Earth, a tiny blue dot in the blackness of space. It was a humbling sight, a reminder of how small and fragile his home planet was. He wanted to learn new things, driven by human curiosity. The moon was a treasure trove of scientific knowledge, a place where he could uncover secrets about the origins of the solar system. He carefully collected samples of moon rocks, each one a piece of the puzzle. As he looked up at the sky, he felt a sense of wonder and awe. The stars seemed closer here, more vibrant and alive. Every step on this new land was a step into the unknown. Each footprint he left behind was a mark of human presence, a testament to the spirit of exploration. As he walked into the distance, he knew that he was part of something much larger than himself. He was a solitary traveler, but he carried with him the hopes and dreams of an entire species. The journey was just beginning and the possibilities were endless. John saw something move on top of a sand dune. He stopped, his hand going to the laser pistol at his side. His heart beat fast and the quiet felt heavy. There, in front of the bigger moon, was a figure. It wasn't a scary monster, but a being of light. A bright glow came from her, lighting up the sand around her. John put his weapon down. He wasn't scared anymore, only amazed. The figure came down the dune, floating towards him. She was tall and thin, wearing clothes that shimmered in the desert wind. As she got closer, John saw her face. It was incredibly beautiful, with big, shining eyes that looked very wise. They looked at each other, human and alien, and something important happened between them. John took off his helmet, showing he trusted her. He took a deep breath of the alien air. The woman came closer, still looking at him. She touched his cheek with her fingers. John felt a jolt, a rush of energy deep inside. It was a pure connection, a silent understanding between them in the vast universe. Section 6. A moment in time. The human and the alien stood together under the two moons. They didn't need words. Their souls talked to each other in a way that didn't need language. John felt peaceful, like he belonged. He knew he wasn't alone in the universe. Section 7. Beyond the stars. The meeting ended quickly. The alien woman walked away, disappearing into the desert sand. John watched her, feeling sad but also excited. He waved goodbye, and she waved back like a silent promise. Then she was gone, hidden by the huge alien landscape. Section 8. A universe of possibilities. John was alone again on the red sand, the vast expanse of the Martian desert stretching out endlessly before him. The silence was almost deafening, a stark contrast to the bustling life he once knew on Earth. The quiet of the desert all around him was profound, a deep, almost tangible presence that seemed to envelop him completely. It was a silence that spoke volumes, a silence that held the weight of the universe. But the quiet didn't feel empty anymore. It was no longer a void that threatened to swallow him whole. Instead, it was filled with the echoes of his memories, the whispers of the past that had brought him to this point. It was full of the memory of their meeting, her touch, and the moments they had shared. Each memory was a star in his personal galaxy, a point of light in the darkness that surrounded him. And with those memories came the knowledge that he wasn't alone. Even in the vast emptiness of space, he carried with him the essence of those he loved, the connections that transcended time and distance. He looked at the stars, each one a beacon of hope and possibility. They shone brightly in the dark sky, a reminder of the infinite potential that lay beyond his current reality. Shining in the dark sky, the stars were no longer just distant suns. They were symbols of what could be, of the new worlds waiting to be discovered, the new lives waiting to be lived. He didn't just see them as faraway suns now, but as possible homes for life, waiting to be found. Each star was a promise, a potential new beginning, a chance to start anew. The universe was vast and full of possibilities, and John knew that his journey was just beginning. With a renewed sense of purpose, he took a deep breath and prepared to take the next step into the unknown, ready to embrace whatever the future held. Section 9. Echoes in the silence. John put his helmet back on and heard the oxygen hiss. He walked back to his spaceship, feeling lighter and hopeful. He remembered their meeting, a bright spot of hope in space. The desert wind blew around him, carrying soft echoes, a whisper of her name, a promise to meet again, a reminder that even in the darkest places there is always light.